Have you ever found yourself thinking, how can I be the person I want to be when everything around me feels so far from that reality? It seems difficult, doesn't it? Often, we want something different, but our current life feels like an obstacle. The good news is that the path to transformation starts with one simple decision: be before having. In this video, I will show you the essential steps to start transforming your life right now. With practical, easy-to-apply examples, you'll learn how small changes in your daily life can lead to big results. I'll guide you on exactly what to do to break free from stagnation and begin moving toward the life you've always wanted. Are you ready to start your transformation? Let's go together. Transforming your life begins with understanding that you don't need to wait for an external change to start acting differently. What you think and feel about yourself directly shapes what you experience in your life. The first step in transformation is realizing that change starts from within. When we talk about be before having, we're not referring to waiting for something to make you feel whole. On the contrary, it's about acting as if you already are the person you wish to be. This means living your life as the version of yourself who has already achieved what you want. It might be hard to grasp, especially when we don't see the results around us yet, but the key lies in acting as the person you already want to be at right now. This doesn't mean pretending or deceiving yourself. It's about aligning with the mindset of the person you want to become. For example, if you want to be more confident, start making decisions like a confident person would. If you want more balance in your life, begin acting in a balanced way, even when your circumstances are far from ideal. The act of starting to behave like the person you want to be is what sparks real change. Living in this new way is what creates the foundation for the changes you desire. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the ideal conditions. The change happens when you choose to act and think differently, even before the external circumstances align. The internal shift of being before having is the first step in manifesting a new reality for yourself. You may not see the outcome right away, but trust that each step you take toward becoming the person you wish to be brings you closer to the life you want to live. Take a moment to think about a part of your life where you feel stuck or distant from your goals. How can you start acting differently today to take that first step toward the change you want? It doesn't need to be a big leap. It could be as simple as making one decision today that reflects the person you're becoming. This is the power of being before having. By shifting your mindset and starting to live as if you already are the person you want to be, you begin to attract the circumstances and opportunities that align with this new reality. The change doesn't come from waiting for something to happen. It comes from stepping into the person you are becoming and living that truth in every moment. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What area of your life do you feel you need to start acting differently in? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're finding this video valuable, subscribe to stay updated on more practical tips for personal transformation. Have you ever noticed how your thoughts shape the way you feel and act? It's almost like we're programmed to think certain thoughts based on our experiences, our upbringing, and even society's expectations. But what if you could change that? What if you could take control of your thoughts and shift them to align with the life you want to create? Shifting your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have in creating lasting change. The thoughts you think directly influence the actions you take. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough or that things will never change, guess what? Your actions will reflect that mindset, and your reality will stay the same. But if you start to change your inner dialogue and believe in the possibility of transformation, your actions will follow suit. One simple shift in mindset can make all the difference. For instance, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try thinking, "I am capable of figuring this out." That small change opens up new possibilities and puts you in a proactive mindset. It's about seeing opportunities instead of limitations and believing in your ability to overcome challenges. Changing your thoughts doesn't mean ignoring your problems or pretending that everything is perfect. It means recognizing that you have the power to choose your thoughts and that those thoughts will influence the way you approach life. Instead of focusing on what's not working, focus on what you can do today to move closer to your goals. This shift will gradually change your perspective and help you take more empowering actions. An example of this is when we face fear. Fear is a natural emotion, but it can easily hold us back if we let it. When we choose to change our thoughts about fear and see it as a signal for growth, we stop letting it control us. Instead, we see it as an invitation to step outside our comfort zone. This simple shift in mindset can propel us forward, even when we feel scared. If you're constantly stuck in negative thought patterns, it's time to break free. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, gently replace it with a more positive or empowering thought. It may take time, but with practice, you'll notice a shift in how you feel and how you approach life. Now that you've shifted your mindset, it's time to take action. It's easy to get stuck in planning, thinking about the perfect moment or waiting for the stars to align. But the truth is, the right moment is always now. Action is the key to bringing your vision to life. And without it, even the best intentions won't create the changes you desire. Taking action doesn't mean you have to make drastic changes right away. Small, consistent steps are enough to begin. Think about it. The most successful people didn't get where they are by waiting for things to happen. They started with one small step and then kept moving forward, even when things felt uncertain. Every journey, no matter how big or small, begins with a first step. And it's not about having everything figured out. It's about having the courage to begin. Even when the path ahead isn't clear, one of the biggest obstacles to taking action is fear. We often think we need to know everything before we make a move. We hesitate because we're afraid of making mistakes or failing. But here's the truth. Failure is a part of success. Every mistake is a lesson that brings you closer to your goal. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by learning from it. Action, even imperfect action, is always better than no action at all. The key is to take that first step. It can be something small, like setting aside time to work on your goals, or taking a moment to write down your thoughts. The important thing is to move forward, no matter how small the action. Each small step builds momentum, and momentum is powerful. It pushes you forward, making it easier to take the next step and the next. If you're still feeling stuck, think about one thing you can do today to move closer to your goal. It doesn't have to be big or complicated. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who can help you, or maybe it's taking a few minutes to meditate on your vision. Whatever it is, make it something you can do right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Start today. Taking action isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about building confidence. Each time you take action, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of creating change. You stop waiting for life to happen to you, and you start making life happen for you. The more you act, the more you will see the results you desire. The first step is always the hardest, but once you start moving, the path becomes clearer. Even when the road feels tough, even when you face setbacks, keep taking action. Small steps, over time, create big changes, and you don't need to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, and remember that every single step you take brings you closer to your goals. Fear is something we all experience. It's natural, it's human, and it's also something that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. The key to personal transformation isn't about eliminating fear, it's about learning how to embrace it and use it as a tool for growth. Fear can be a powerful signal that we're stepping out of our comfort zone, and often, it's a sign that we're on the verge of something big. Think about the times in your life when fear was present. Maybe it was when you took a leap of faith, tried something new, or faced a major decision. Often, fear is our mind's way of trying to protect us, to keep us in what feels safe and familiar. But if you keep allowing fear to control your decisions, you may stay stuck in the same place, never moving forward toward your true potential. The longer you let fear dictate your life, the more opportunities you miss out on, and the harder it becomes to break free. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, start seeing it as a compass. When fear arises, it can be a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It means that you are pushing past your limitations and expanding into new areas of growth. Fear doesn't have to paralyze you. It can energize you. By acknowledging it, you take away its power, instead of avoiding what scares you. Face it head on with the understanding that it is leading you toward growth. This shift in perspective allows you to stop seeing fear as an enemy and start recognizing it as a friend guiding you to where you need to be. The first step in overcoming fear is recognizing it for what it is, a natural reaction to change. Don't try to suppress it or pretend it doesn't exist. Instead, honor it. Acknowledge that fear is part of the process and that it's okay to feel uncertain. What matters is what you do with that fear. You have the power to choose how you respond to it. Will you let it stop you, or will you use it to fuel your progress? When you choose to act despite your fear, you empower yourself to move forward, knowing that your dreams are on the other side of your comfort zone. When you step into fear, you will begin to see that it's not as daunting as it first appears. You start to build confidence through each challenge you face. Each time you confront your fear, you gain more courage. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Eventually, what once terrified you will become just another part of your journey, and fear will no longer hold you back. Each step you take brings you closer to your goals, and you start to realize how much strength you truly have inside of you. So, next time fear shows up, don't run from it. Welcome it, knowing that it's leading you exactly where you need to go. Take that first step, even when you feel afraid. You'll be amazed at how much you grow and what you're capable of when you embrace fear rather than avoiding it. Remember, every fear you face is an opportunity for growth, and every step you take moves you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Now think about this. What is one thing that scares you, but that you know would bring growth if you faced it? Reflect on it and leave your thoughts in the comments below. If this video has been helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips and guidance on how to navigate challenges and create the life you truly want. Confidence is not something you are born with. It's something you build. Every small step you take, every decision you make, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to build more confidence in yourself. But here's the truth. Building confidence takes time. It requires consistent action, self-compassion, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone, even when it feels uncomfortable. One of the most important things to understand about confidence is that it's rooted in trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, and trust in the process of life. Confidence comes from knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, even when things feel uncertain or difficult. Having trust in your own ability to adapt and grow will give you the strength to move forward. Start by looking at your past. Think about the challenges you've faced and the obstacles you've overcome. Even if it wasn't easy, you made it through, and that alone is something to be proud of. Every experience, no matter how small, contributes to the building of your confidence. It's like a foundation. Each small victory adds another layer, making you stronger and more capable. One way to build confidence is by setting small, achievable goals. When you accomplish these goals, no matter how simple they may seem, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving the bigger things. Each success, no matter how small, fuels your confidence and motivates you to keep going. Over time, these small wins add up and create a sense of momentum that propels you forward. Another powerful tool for building confidence is positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a huge impact on how you feel and act. If you're constantly telling yourself that you can't do something or that you're not good enough, your confidence will suffer. On the other hand, when you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and belief in your abilities, you start to shift your mindset and reinforce your confidence. Building confidence also means accepting your imperfections. No one is perfect, and it's important to recognize that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of beating yourself up when things don't go as planned, treat yourself with compassion. Learn from your experiences, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Confidence grows when you embrace your flaws and use them as stepping stones towards growth. As you continue to take action, trust yourself more and celebrate your progress. You'll notice that your confidence starts to grow naturally. It's not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about trusting yourself enough to take that first step and then keep moving forward, no matter what. Patience is often overlooked in a world that thrives on instant gratification. We are used to getting what we want quickly, whether it's through technology, social media, or even the way we approach our goals. But the reality is that true transformation takes time. It's a gradual process that requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to trust the journey, even when the results aren't immediately visible. In a society where we're conditioned to expect fast results, learning to cultivate patience becomes a powerful tool for long-term success. It's easy to get frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly as we expect, but impatience often leads to burnout, stress, and self-doubt. Instead of pushing harder or trying to force results, patience teaches us to trust that everything is unfolding at the right time, even if we don't see immediate results. One of the best ways to practice patience is by focusing on the process, rather than just the outcome. When you're so focused on the end result, it's easy to overlook the small steps you're taking along the way. Each day, each decision, each small victory is part of a bigger picture. Growth happens in the small moments, and it's in these moments that change starts to take shape. It's the consistent actions you take that ultimately lead to big results. Patience also involves letting go of control. We often want to control every aspect of our lives, especially when it comes to our goals. But the truth is, there are many factors that are out of our control. Learning to let go of the need for control allows you to embrace the uncertainty and flow of life. Trust that things will work out, even if you don't know exactly how or when. The more you let go of needing to control every outcome, the more space you create for things to unfold naturally. Another important aspect of cultivating patience is practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things aren't going the way you planned, but self-compassion allows you to accept where you are right now without judgment. It's okay not to have everything figured out. It's okay to make mistakes. The journey is not about perfection, but about learning, growing, and moving forward. Giving yourself grace during the process is a powerful tool in building the patience needed for long-term success. As you continue to practice patience, you'll begin to notice that the pressure you once felt to achieve everything quickly starts to fade. You'll learn to enjoy the process rather than focusing solely on the destination. The more you trust the process, the more you'll find peace in knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Patience teaches you that progress doesn't always look like what we expect, but it's still progress. Patience isn't passive. It's an active, empowering process that allows you to trust yourself, your journey, and the timing of your life. It's about moving forward with faith, knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. Creating lasting change in your life is not just about big, dramatic actions. It's about consistently making small, healthy choices that align with the life you want to live. Success is built on a foundation of habits. Those little actions you take every day, they, over time, add up to big results. Building healthy habits is one of the most effective ways to set yourself up for long-term success and personal growth. Healthy habits are not just about what you do, but about how you think about them. The key to lasting change is to make habits that support your goals and align with your values. When you focus on creating habits that serve you, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of success. Start by identifying the habits that will have the most positive impact on your life. Whether it's a morning routine, exercise, eating healthy, or practicing mindfulness, each small habit you create will reinforce your bigger vision. One of the most important aspects of building healthy habits is consistency. It's easy to start something new, but it's much harder to stick with it. However, the more consistent you are with a habit, the easier it becomes. It's about showing up for yourself every day, even when you don't feel like it. Over time, consistency builds momentum, and what once felt difficult becomes second nature. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one habit at a time and make it a part of your daily routine. For example, if you want to start exercising regularly, begin with just 10 minutes a day. As you get used to this new habit, you can gradually increase the time. Small, manageable changes are much more sustainable than trying to make drastic changes overnight. It's also important to track your progress. Keeping track of your habits helps you stay accountable and gives you a sense of accomplishment. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they may seem. Each step forward is progress, and recognizing that will motivate you to keep going. Another powerful tool for building healthy habits is setting specific goals. It's easier to stay on track when you have clear, achievable goals to work toward. Set both short-term and long-term goals to keep yourself focused. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, you might set a short-term goal of walking 10,000 steps a day and a long-term goal of feeling stronger and more energized. Having goals helps you stay motivated and gives you a clear sense of direction. Remember, building healthy habits is a process. It takes time, patience, and commitment. But the more you practice these habits, the more ingrained they will become in your life. Over time, you'll see the positive changes in your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Healthy habits don't just help you reach your goals, they help you become the person you want to be. Living with purpose is one of the most powerful ways to create a fulfilling life. When you live intentionally, you align your actions with your values and vision, and each day becomes a step toward creating the life you truly desire. It's about having a clear sense of direction and making conscious choices that move you closer to your goals. Without purpose, it's easy to feel lost or aimless. But when you live with purpose, you create meaning in everything you do. The first step in living with purpose is getting clear on what you want. What are your deepest desires? What makes you feel alive? When you identify your true passions and align your actions with them, you begin to live with intention. It's not about following someone else's path or doing what society expects. It's about living in a way that feels authentic to you. Living with purpose means honoring who you are and what you stand for, and making decisions that reflect your deepest values. Living with purpose also means being present in the moment. It's easy to get caught up in the future or the past, but the present moment is where your power lies. When you are fully engaged in the now, you are more aware of the opportunities around you, and you can make better decisions. Purpose doesn't just come from thinking about your big goals. It comes from embracing the present moment and making the most of each opportunity you have right now. When you live intentionally, every moment counts. Another important aspect of living with purpose is resilience. Life will throw challenges your way, and sometimes things won't go according to plan. But when you live with purpose, you have a strong foundation to lean on. Purpose gives you the strength to overcome obstacles, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward, no matter what. It helps you stay grounded, focused, and motivated, even when things get tough. Resilience comes from knowing that each setback is just a lesson that's moving you closer to your ultimate goal. As you continue to live with purpose, you'll start to feel more confident in your decisions. The more clarity you have about what matters to you, the easier it becomes to make choices that reflect your values. When you know where you're headed, you stop wasting time on things that don't serve you. Your focus sharpens, and you start feeling more energized because you are living in alignment with your true self. Each day becomes a chance to make progress toward the life you desire. Living with purpose is not just about achieving your goals. It's about living with intention in every aspect of your life. When you live with purpose, you create a deeper sense of meaning in everything you do. It's about making conscious decisions and showing up for yourself every day. With purpose, your life becomes more fulfilling, and you start to realize that you are the creator of your own destiny. Now think about this. What is one small action you can take today to start living with more purpose? What is something you can do to align your daily actions with the life you want to create? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more insights on how to live intentionally and create a life filled with purpose and meaning.